The Marvel Cinematic Universe has changed a lot since 2016's Captain America: Civil War. The Avengers have become a united force once again. Thanos, Josh Brolin, has been defeated once and for all, and crucially, Chris Evans' Steve Rogers is Captain America no longer. However, that doesn't mean the MCU has been left without a Cap. As seen on Disney Plus's miniseries The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson has risen as the new Captain America, and the next chapter of his journey in this brave new world is on the horizon. The return of Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, was coming up on Super Scooper's radars recently, and now he's finally coming into land with the first fresh look at his next mission as Captain America. Following the events of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Captain America: Brave New World sees the newly appointed shield slinger having his allegiances tested, courtesy of President Thaddeus "Thunderbolt" Ross, Harrison Ford. After an old friend seemingly turns on his country, Wilson is once again forced to spread his wings and seek out truth, and the flight path leads him all the way back to the White House to face a brand new threat of monstrous proportions. The return of Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, was coming up on Super Scooper's radars recently, and now he's finally coming into land with the first fresh look at his next mission as Captain America. Following the events of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Captain America: Brave New World sees the newly appointed shield slinger having his allegiances tested, courtesy of President Thaddeus "Thunderbolt" Ross, Harrison Ford. After an old friend seemingly turns on his country, Wilson is once again forced to spread his wings and seek out truth, and the flight path leads him all the way back to the White House to face a brand new threat of monstrous proportions. Ford's Ross will be the United States President in Captain America: Brave New World, with the trailer showing off his dual role as the Red Hulk, a transformation directly from the comics. Ford expressed excitement about taking on the part in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, saying, "I thought, everybody else seems to be having a great time. I watch all these terrific actors having a good time. I like doing something different to what I've ever done and pleasing people with it. So I'll try a piece of that." Ford has big shoes to fill, but the MCU currently still has major plans for Ross, even after Hurt's passing, that made this recast necessary. Could Giancarlo Esposito's mystery character be George Washington Bridge? The trailer shows Esposito's gun-wielding, sunglasses-rocking character in multiple scenarios, but apart from being extremely armed and extremely cool, there are very few clues about the character's identity. However, rumor has it that Esposito is playing none other than the excellently named George Washington Bridge, co-created by Rob Liefeld of Deadpool fame. In the comics, Bridge is a mercenary who's affiliated with S.H.I.E.L.D. and who also has connections to the mutant corner of the Marvel Universe thanks to a previous working relationship with Cable. He's also clashed with the Punisher, Jon Bernthal, who's set to make his Marvel return on Daredevil: Born Again. If Esposito turns out to be Bridge, it's possible that Captain America: Brave New World won't be the well-connected character's only MCU rodeo. Could the MCU be setting Esposito up as a new Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, style espionage player whose arc will take him through multiple projects? Isaiah Bradley, aka the Manchurian Candidate. Whatever speaking terms Sam Wilson and Ross might be on at the start of Brave New World, it's clear it won't be lasting for long, thanks to the actions of Isaiah Bradley, played once again by the enigmatic Carl Lumbly. Last seen getting the recognition he deserved on The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the legendary war hero seemingly becomes an unexpected gunman, disarming a guard and firing on the president during an event. From there, the last remaining super soldier jumps out the Oval Office window in a set piece that feels very similar to Nightcrawler's assassination attempt in X-Men 2. But what gives, Bradley? We thought you were one of the good guys. Well, as clearly shown in the trailer, the attack comes out of nowhere, almost as if Isaiah has been activated to take action in a Manchurian Candidate-style fashion. So who flicks the switch on this living legend? And does it have something to do with the examination room Sam finds later in the trailer? It boasts a similar aesthetic to the one Bucky wound up in when he was captured by Hydra. However, the biggest fear is that this could be one found on home turf. Whatever has happened with Bradley, will Sam be able to find him in time to clear his name and fix the mess that's been made? All roads, aerial battles, and newly arrived Hulks suggest no. A new Falcon takes flight. Early in the trailer, we see Joaquin Torres, Danny Ramirez, Sam's ally from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Torres inherits the Falcon mantle after Sam becomes Captain America in the comics, and in an exclusive interview with Looper, Ramirez thought Torres can bring plenty to the Falcon role in the MCU as well. It appears that Captain America, Brave New World, intends to show how Torres fares in the wingsuit. At 1:34 in the trailer, Sam can be briefly glimpsed flying with another person in a wingsuit, and judging by its red and black color, it sure seems like a Falcon costume. Where things get interesting is what kind of Falcon costume it resembles. In March, a Captain America 4 leak revealed the MCU's new Falcon to be wearing a yellow and green getup that's fairly similar to the costume Torres wears in the comics. However, from what we see in the trailer, the other wingsuit seems to be patterned after Sam's more muted Falcon colors. So it will be interesting to see what the costume will really look like once clearer footage emerges. Red Hulk makes a roaring entrance. The Red Hulk is here, and from the looks of it, Captain America is in a world of trouble. The big red guy makes his grand entrance at the very end of the trailer, letting out an animalistic roar as he slaps Cap's flying shield into the ground like he was swatting a mosquito. Though the trailer understandably keeps its cards close to the chest when it comes to the character's full design, a few things catch the eye. Apart from the obvious red color, the main thing that seems to differentiate Red Hulk from Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, is that the former seems to have a somewhat slighter build. From this angle, at least. His roar also sounds a little different from the Hulk's distorted screams, sounding more deeply primal and almost elephantine. While the Red Hulk doesn't appear anywhere else in the trailer, it's worth noting that the cherry tree-lined park area where he's standing does make several appearances, including one at 117, where destroyed cars lie in the middle of a smashed road. Perhaps this location is where the final battle between Cap and Red Hulk takes place. The leader? Global power is shifting. You're just a pawn, says a mysterious voice amidst flashes of Sam standing with the president and aircraft carriers ablaze. Upon a first viewing, you might be unsure who is speaking, but thanks to the trusty subtitles, it's confirmed to be none other than Samuel Stearns, Tim Blake Nelson, last seen on the verge of a massive headache when some of Bruce Banner's blood sparked a mutation that would turn him into one of the Hulk's iconic arch-rivals, Leader. In the comics, this villain with superhuman intelligence, telepathy, telekinesis, and even self-resurrection has been a long-time thorn in the side of our not-so-jolly Green Giant. But could this brave new world see him more as friend than foe in the MCU? Stearns looks to have already undergone his transformation, with his hat doing a poor job of covering up his green, veiny cranium. Interestingly, though, he doesn't look to be shown as the film's big threat. Considering his words of warning to Sam, might Stern be the deep throat of this new chapter, and more of an ally than the adversary fans expect him to be? Given his history with the Hulk in the MCU, Stearns could very well be helping blow the whistle on things Ross could be linked to. The kind that leads Sam to that ominous-looking test facility that comes complete with notable red, not green, lighting.